Good morning. My name is Terry Morgan. It is Wednesday, July 15th, 2020. We're here to practice Wudang Taiji. This week I've been covering some fundamentals, and I want to continue that today with some additional legwork, and then I'm going to put that into context for how we're going to use that in practicing whatever Tai Chi form you happen to practice. So what we're working on this week can be applied regardless of whatever system you're practicing. I'm using movements from my previous training as well as from Wudang Taiji, particularly cloud hands, to illustrate these principles. So again, if you're practicing some other Tai Chi system, this particular set of instructional videos, this particular series of classes applies to any system that you're practicing. Put the coffee down. One of the, I don't want to fix that because I don't need to be that tall. There we go. Yes, much better for floor space. Because there's part of walking that we're going to do today. I'm going to go all the way back to the wall and shift the weight, come forward, and shift the weight, come forward, and go back. Alright, so these fundamental stepping principles, methods, Bufa, Bul is stepping, Fa is a method or a way of doing something, Bufa, have place in all of the Tai Chi systems that I've seen, pretty much ever. And I've seen quite a bit I'm going to go there. As an international judge for, 20-ish years, 25 years, yeah, I've seen a few things. So when I start talking about these are fundamental principles that apply to any Tai Chi system, if I'm judging and you're telling me that you're doing Tai Chi, I don't care what system, what style you're doing, there are certain expectations that I have. And what I'm teaching today and have been working on this week is one of them. Okay? Now, with that said, we did some work with this idea of just carrying the arm and opening the arm, right? That we're working, look, this is fine work. This is not bring your arm up and take it out, okay? We're now going to, we're refining that, right? Starting here, all the way down, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going, keep going, keep going. All right, now you can keep going. All right? It's not as simple as I'm making it look. I spent hours, lots of hours, practicing to be able to do that. It's not impossible. I can do it, you could do it, hey, it's not impossible. But it takes practice. And you have to focus on how you transfer the energy through the arm. So now we're going to talk about Tai Chi and principles that apply to Tai Chi. We also have to talk about how you're using the muscles in the arm and how you're extending the arm itself which is physiology and kinesiology and the fundamentals for which muscles do I have to use to do what in order to execute that move. Back, shoulder, shoulder, upper arm, elbow, elbow, forearm, forearm, wrist, hand, fingers, extend. The extension does not stop with the hand. Likewise, this footwork is the same. Again, I'm using hands because it's easier for me to stand here and show how this works with my hands. I'm going to bring a chair up again. And we're going to look at how it works with the feet. Alright, so I have this idea, and come with me, do this with me. This is, we're practicing. Okay, do this with me. Alright, now, alright, so just stand straight, put 2 fingers on the chair. I'm going to shift toward the chair. Stay straight. Up on the toes. Your outside foot up on the toes. Release it. Pick it up. Keep some energy in the toes. Pet the cat with the toes. You have to get the cat. Play with the cat. Yeah, she's seeing me here. Alright, don't lean too much. You have to compensate over here, right? So, put the foot back down. Stay straight, 2 fingers. Pick up the foot. Alright, the same, stay there. Yeah, we're staying there. The same, you're going to practice being balanced on one leg. This is it. Going over. Alright, did you see what happened? Alright, I shifted just a little bit this way. And tried to hang on. Didn't happen. Alright, here we go. Back up again. Keep energy in the leg. Keep energy in the foot. Right now, I'm asking to point the toes. Okay, so point the toes. The same as you extend the hand, you can extend those toes. Extend the toes. And do again. And go 1, 2. Stay straight. And put it down. Alright, we do the same on the other side, and for me, it's just real easy to lift this lightweight chair and swing it around to the other side, so that's what I've done. Alright, and useful to have, again, this is here to help. Not as if I'm doing this and holding on to it, I'm not doing what I should be doing. Right? The goal is to hold here, hold the back, hold through the hip. Don't lock it, hold through it. Transfer the weight, up on the toes, pull up, bring the leg in, extend the toes, point the foot, 1, do it again, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, and put it down. Alright, now, we're going to make it a little bit more complicated, right? We were working on this yesterday. We want a circle. Pretty much everything in Tai Chi, we're looking at some part of or some whole combination of a circle. With our stepping methods, it's fundamentally the same. There are some things that look like they're more linear to an untrained eye. If I'm looking at it, I'm going to be looking for where that circle is. Right? And if I don't see it, I'm going to question what it is I'm looking at. All right? Again, we're talking about Tai Chi principles. If I'm looking at Xingyi, if I'm looking at Bai, well, there better darn well be a circle someplace. If I'm looking at Xingyi, there are some circles, but Xingyi does tend to be more linear, so we have that distinction. All right, so toward the chair, pull up. Don't lean this like this to pick your leg up. Open the hip, bend the knee slightly. It's not tight. It's not straight up and down. None of that. The knee's bent slightly, the ankle's bent slightly, the hip is open. Shift the weight. Bring the leg up. Forward. Bring it around. Bend the knee. Forward again. Bring it around, forward, to the side, bring it in, forward, side, bend the knee, bring it in, do it again. 2 more times. And bring it back, put it down. Change sides. Stay straight. Pick up the toes. Pick up the foot. Front. Go to the side 1. Straight. Bring it in. Side. Knee. Out. Side. Bend the knee. Go to the side, bend the knee, bring it in. This is a circle. Yes, it is. 2 more. 1, 2. And put down. All right. What does this have to do? What is this ballet thing? Which it is. What does this have to do with Tai Chi? I've talked a lot about, let me get that out of the frame there. Put it down a little bit too early. There we go. All right. I've talked a lot about this idea of circles. And in our stepping methods, I have talked about this figure 8, particularly for cloud hands. Cloud hands, circle, circle. Right? We're here in cloud hands. Knee circles around the toes. In this case, I have not talked about the inward circle. This is an outward circle. Just to add that in, this inward circle. Right? So we have outward circle, we have inward circle. Outward, inward. If your legs are not participating in that circle, your Tai Chi step will be off, your balance will be off, and any movement that you do will appear somewhat disconnected. You don't want that. You don't want any of that, right? So, let me show you what we're doing. I'm going to exaggerate just a little bit. And I'm going to use the method that we just practiced to show you what I'm talking about. All right? I'm not using my hands for this right now, so I'm just going to put them here. All right? Shift my weight to my right. Pick up the left. Come forward. Flex the heel, put it down. Alright? Right here. Pick it up, bring it in, toes, circle. In this case, circle, get ready to step through. Shift back, transfer the weight. Again, pick up the foot. This is the same movement that we're just doing, right? This is exactly the same except that we put the foot down in front. And transfer through. Shift back. Reverse it. There's a wall there. There is. There's some advantage in being able to balance on one leg. Stand straight. Alright, so all of this stepping method, everything that I've been talking about as I've been doing, right? Let's practice that just a little bit. I'm going to change my direction here. We'll go this way. And just come and walk beside me. Alright? Transfer your weight to your right leg. Turn the right toes to 45. Put your hands, you can put your hands behind you, you can put your hands in front, you put them someplace. Don't hang them out here. Alright? Alright, transfer the weight to the right. Pull up through the body. Pick up the leg. Circle. Put it down. That holding part that we were just practicing matters right here. Hold, transfer the weight, hold, balance. Where's your balance? Where's your center? Hold that center line. Circle, place the heel, transfer the weight. One more. Shift, open, transfer through, stay centered. Bring the leg through, circle, place the heel. Transfer the weight. Alright. This stepping method you can do continuously for, a good practice set is 50. 50. 50 forward and then turn around and do 50 backward. I will talk about this leg work, these circles, and how we're using that in the form. Show you an example. Brush knee. Circle. Step through. Right? Stepping through. If I can't support my weight and be in balance over my supporting leg, I can't do this movement well. It requires that I sink on my supporting leg, sink, circle, step through. You can't do that if you don't know where your center is, if you don't know where your balance is. Finding that balance, being able to support that center line, keep your body straight. Your foot needs to be well placed on the floor. And shoes are not an excuse. Shoes are not an excuse. well placed on the floor, ankle slightly bent and open, knee bent, not bent, because you have to be able to go up and down. Whatever your up and down extension is, that's what you do. All right, so just a little, because you're going to go more as you step through, right? Just a little. Hip has to stay open. The waist has to turn. The upper body, shoulders have to align with the hip as you turn through this movement. Otherwise, whatever you might be trying to do here isn't going to happen. The body has to be in good alignment. Weight on the right. Pick up the left. All right, we're here in the exercise, and we step through. And yes, I did kind of fall into that. Now, place it. See what I just dropped? Transfer the weight through. All right, that's a good example, for lack of a better way to say it. It's a good example of how we should have placement in every Tai Chi system, whether we're talking about something that should be a higher stance with a smaller step, such as might be done in Wu style, whether we're talking more of an expansive step, as in Yang style, whether we're talking more of this twisted, turning corkscrew kind of a step, as in Wudang style. Regardless of what style we're talking about, we have this kind of stepping method. Right toes to 45, sink into the leg, not too far, because as you extend, you're going to sink more. Keep that in mind. All right? Lots of leg work, particularly for Wudang style Tai Chi. There's a great emphasis on being able to transfer the weight and to change. So there are quite a few changes that happen within Wudang style Tai Chi. Other Tai Chi systems have similar characteristics. They may handle that stepping method a little bit differently. Regardless of what system you're practicing, this idea of staying straight, body stays straight, work to a center line, balance the weight through that center line, regardless of whether you're balanced on two legs or one leg. Right here. Where's my center? I've shifted it a little bit. Put this down and pick this up. Now I've shifted my center a little bit again. If I can keep my center so that I don't shift, great. If you can see that shift a little bit, it's okay. If you can see that shift a lot, no. Right? And this is me just putting my hand someplace, all right? So if you can see, let me start that over. If you can see, I know it's live, it's all right. So if you can see me shifting like this, no. If you feel you're going this far, no. A little bit. Just a little. Right? See it here? And you see shoulder stays with the hip. Straight line through to my foot. Same thing on this side. Right? A straight line. That's what we want. Try not to lean. I just was leaning, right? Try not to lean in practice. There are some recovery methods that we could talk about, and I will do that at another time. I appreciate you being here today. Thank you very much. And I will see you tomorrow for Wudang Qigong practice.